M16 production.
What is just like on that journey, man. And with that being said, man, live hand clap in the building for our guy, Dothan superstar and Arkansas State Commit Diggy Coleman. Nephew, what's good, man? How you doing, brother?
Everything all good, coach. Just got back home.
Oh, no doubt, man. Well, man, first of all, man, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. Tapping in, man, to let the people know, man, think inside Diggy Coleman, inside the life of Diggy Coleman, right? And, man, congratulations on your committing to Arkansas State. You D1, nephew. Yeah, we got to get it up again, man. You a D1, man. Yes, sir. Let's go, man.
And hard work.
Dig, man. Talk to me, man. Just tell us about the process, man. Tell us about how it feels to now be an Arkansas State commit.
The process, let's say it was a bumpy road for sure, though. But it also just lets you know that anything can happen at any time. Like, just stay down, keep grinding. That's all I believe.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk a lot about that, man, here shortly, man. But let's rewind a little bit, Dig. Let's go back to this past basketball season, man, and talk about the season that you had. As a senior, how does it feel now that your high school career has ended? Just talk about the season that Dothan had, man. You guys had a lot of success, made it to the Final Four. Just talk about how it went for you this past season.
It went good. Honestly, I feel like for our team to be so young, we proved a lot of people wrong because a lot of people was looking for the team to look like how it was like at least 2 or 3 years ago, and we kind of made a name for ourselves. So that was a big accomplishment for us.
What was it like leading those guys, man? Like, you got Coach Bynum, a great head coach, somebody you can look up to, somebody you can communicate with, and being a point guard, somebody that you can really, being the coach out on the floor. Talk about how it was playing with those young guys this past season.
Yeah, your moment, but it was really fun, you know, especially being young, you know, they got a lot of humor. So you having a good time a lot of times. And find yourself, because sometimes you can find yourself just being too serious sometimes, and they just kind of like let you know we still kids and it's good to have fun. So it was fun playing with them guys for sure.
No doubt. But how much are you gonna miss high school basketball, man? I listen, people can say what they want. It's always fun to go play college basketball. But how much are you gonna miss high school basketball?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna miss high school basketball a lot. Like, again, I was there, I came to Dothan for 3 years and it taught me a lot. I'm gonna miss it for sure. It's funny. Me and Coach Bono was talking about the other day. He said that might be your last year, probably getting more than 15 shots per game. And we were just talking about it. So it's like he was being real, because Coach Bono keep it real with me, but for the most part, we was talking about it. And it was like, yeah, but that's what the next level about, though, for sure.
Hey, man, go figure it out, man. And like you say, by the time you get to your spots, man, you'll be getting your shots up, right? College coaches are smart. They want to win. And if you get your shots, it's helping them win basketball games. Don't worry, those shots will come. But I'm gonna throw it to Lance, man. I'm gonna share the wealth because I got a lot to talk to you about. Go ahead, Lance.
So, Diggy, first of all, congratulations, man, going D1. That's a big deal. I know that's a lifelong dream of a hooper. So congratulations on that. You know, one of the things that I think is an underrated part of your game is your mental toughness. And seeing you at the beginning of the season to the end of the season, I think proved that, because y'all went through some different things. Talk a little bit about what you do mentally to go through what you just went through and how that's going to help you go into the next level.
Honestly, it just figuring out, like, Coach Bonnie used to tell me, one thing we live by and went by as a team: don't flinch. No matter what life throws at you, you got to keep going. And, like, honestly, if you love the sport and you love what you do, you're gonna figure out even when things get tough. So that's what we looked at.
That's good.
Yeah, and I heard y'all say that mantra a couple of times throughout the season: don't flinch. And you guys found yourselves in some, just for lack of a better term, some precarious situations, down double digits, right? Down double digits in the regional finals to Enterprise at halftime, not playing well. And you guys continue to live by that mantra: don't flinch. Where did that come from? Like, where did it come from? Like you said earlier, you had a young team, but in those times of adversity, you guys seem to be able to pick it up and persevere through. Where did that come from?
Honestly, from us playing Enterprise, I know the first time you was tuned in, we played them at their spot, and then we played again in area championship, and we always look at film. It's like we don't even play that bad, but it be that little 5 minute sequence where we flinch and they just go on a run, and we find ourselves fighting back from that little sequence all game. But our coach told us, like, again, just don't flinch. And then we just took that with us the rest of the season, and we just took it.
Yeah, man, and you guys had some moments, man. I want to know that regional finals game at Alabama State, where you went for 25 in the second half. Where was your mindset during that game?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Where was your mindset? What were you thinking? What were you going through in that second half against Enterprise to make you just go off the way you did?
Just going back to practice and what we put in, and honestly, like when it was halftime and we know we weren't playing our best basketball, when I got in the locker room, I told my teammates straight up, like, if y'all fight, I'll fight. We like this again. That could have been our last game, and I just told them straight up, y'all keep fighting with me, I'll get y'all to win. That's what we did.
Oh, and you got it, boy. You got it. Once you got going, though, man, did the basket just seem huge, or you were just like, I don't care. This is not my last high school basketball game, and it's definitely not going to be my last game against that school over there in Enterprise.
Yes, just like, again, that was a rivalry, and it didn't sit well with me how they won area championship, and then the time we played them when you was tuned in, kind of how they swarmed the court, and I wanted to like,
Hey, nah, dig. They had the belt out and was beating the court, dog.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did do that.
And it's just like going back to that. So I kept that in mind. Matter of fact, I think the game before we played Opelika, we was walking in the gym. I think Enterprise just played, and some of their fans was leaving early. And one kid rolled down his window, and he was just like a lot of profanity at our teammates and stuff. So we just kept that in mind, waiting for that game. So yeah.
They gave you the fuel you needed to go make it happen, man. So let's go through your whole journey, man. Lance kind of alluded to it earlier. Going Division I is a goal that every high school basketball, middle school basketball has coming up, right? Is I want to go D1. Was that important to you, or was it just I want to go play basketball on the next level?
I'll be real. First, when I got to Dothan, and just me as a kid growing, like when I was younger, I was like, I want to go D1. Like it was like JUCO interest, and I was like, nah, I want to go D1. But then growing up and realizing the biggest thing is just getting to the next level, and if you're good enough, they'll find you. That's what my coach always told me. So yeah.
So how did the Arkansas State deal come about, right? Where did it come from? How did they get on you? Just kind of take us through that process, because, like I said, a lot of kids don't ever get D1 interest. How did that come about for you?
It's crazy because I think it was my old coach at Oxford a long time ago, and he called Coach Panone and he told him, I got a guard in Alabama. He played like Mark Sears. And then he would just like, that caused attention because, he's a coach at Bama, and he loved Mark Sears type of guards. So my coach sent him all like film from my last 10 games, and it was like really interesting. They believed like I look like a Mark Sears type of guard.
And we agree with that. We've been saying that for a minute, have we, Lance? Like that lefty, that compact guard, athletic. You're way more athletic than Mark Sears. Mark Sears ain't never played above the rim like you do. But we see where that comparison comes from, man. And like I say, Coach Panone, being a former assistant at Alabama under Nate Oates, being able to coach Mark Sears, recruit Mark Sears to come to Alabama, it was good for them to come in and like you say, get that done. When they called your phone, though, man, what was your initial reaction when you got that first call and he was like, hey, this is Coach so-and-so from Arkansas State? What was your reaction?
Honestly, like, I'm keeping it cool because I'm on the phone, but
that's all good.
Yeah. But like, soon as we like got off the phone or whatever, I was seeing my mom. I was like, Mom, this like for real. And then like, I just went back and thought about it. Like me and my coach before I came to Dothan, because I was like, I came from Mariana, and The situation went like serious for real, and I want to go somewhere and get better, so I came to Dothan. And Coach Bonham told me one night, it was like late, we in the gym. He said, "You come with me, I get you D1." And he kept that promise with me, and like we just was grinding it out ever since.
That's so fire, man.
So Diggy, now that you've checked that box, right? Now you have the opportunity to go to the next level, at the highest level of college basketball, being Division I. What is your expectations and your goals going into this summer? What do you want to get done so when you arrive on campus in the fall, you're ready to go?
Kind of just being honest with myself. The work I put in before don't matter. I got to work harder. That's the biggest thing for me. Even though I feel like I work hard, I got to work even harder. So just make sure I push myself past the limits for sure.
That's the right mindset for sure.
Yeah. So, but looking at it, Dig, what did that coaching staff say to you that convinced you that, yeah, this is a spot that I want to spend the next 3 to 4 years of my life and my college career at?
Just the way they had things set out for me. Like when I went on a visit, for one, I liked the community. They was very nice. They welcomed me, made it kind of feel like home, honestly. But just like, again, talking with them, they had like, it's rare to see a college have a development plan for you before you even get there. That was a big thing for me. And because Coach Panone, he kept it real with me. He said he'll expect me to be there more than a year. He want me to develop and get out of there, and that's a big thing, especially a college coach. That's like, I feel like that's genuine because he want to get you to better places. So I got a lot of respect for him for sure.
That's fire. That's
big
real
time.
fire. Because we know, like I say, we every day, all day. That's what we deal with. Is a lot, especially for us right now with Greedy going through it. Is that level up in college basketball? These coaches understand, like, coaches get better jobs when they recruit better players. If he can recruit you to Arkansas State, bring you in, develop you, and get you to a higher level, that only looks good on that coaching staff. So for them to tell you that and have a development plan for you, that's big time, man. That's big time. Like I'm excited to hear that they had that for you, and that was the they kept it real, like you say, they kept it honest with you about, hey man, we want to get you to another level. And is that your aspirations, right? Like, is that what Diggy Coleman wants?
Oh, without a doubt. Again, I leave everything to God, but honestly, as a little kid, I'm pretty sure a lot of kids that play basketball dream going to pro or even the NBA. So I feel like anything is the sky the limit for real.
Always reach for the stars.
This question matters. What did they feed you when you went on your visit?
Man, Coach, I tried a French toast sandwich for the first time ever. Probably the best thing I had ever. It was crazy. Like, the Arkansas food is good. They said they had a good barbecue spot, but I think it was like a Sunday, so I couldn't get to it. But like, again, the breakfast and stuff, it was good. I loved it.
Hey, Breeze, tell them.
Yeah.
We just stopped in a little hole in the wall in Little Rock, Arkansas, and got us some barbecue, and that was some of the best barbecue we ever had, bro. We coming to watch you play. We making a trip to Arkansas, so when you get there, I need you to know where the best barbecue spot is, because when me, Breeze, and Lance pull up, we need some barbecue, dog.
Brisket.
There it is.
That brisket.
So brisket. But I'm gonna ask you this, Dig, man. When going through the process and you went on that first visit, because here's what I'm big on, man. This is what I really want to know, and I think our audience wants to know this about you also. What is it like to have that feeling, right? Pulling up in Arkansas, having the coaches lay it out for you, and being catered to. Like, how did that make you feel personally, knowing that you were accomplishing a goal that you had your whole life?
Honestly, just a great feeling. Like, growing up, I was told the only reason you know somebody care for you is the stuff they do for you. And that just showed, like, they had a lot of love and they cared for me. So, like, just looking back, I was like, okay. And then I forgot to mention this. Also, the assistant at Arkansas, he also coached my older brother when he was in AAU. So, kind of relationship along that lines, too.
Oh, wow. So that's big time also. So it's some calm in there. And listen, you always want to be comfortable where you go, right? And having somebody that you got a sort of a relationship, that's big time, man. And I'm glad that you, like, you are able to get that, and you're not going to a foreign place. You got somebody that you can lean on. But I meant to ask you something earlier. Let me rewind, and we'll come back to this. What was it like playing with your younger brother this year, right? What was it like playing on the court and being able to share all that success that Dothan had with your younger brother Wu this past year?
Man, a dream come true, honestly. Just having that little brother right there again, because, again, that's little bro. A lot of times when I'm in the gym, he in there with me. And it's just showing, like, also kind of a proud moment because seeing him grow. Because, again, me and him came from a spot where basketball wasn't so serious. And then coming to a place that's like basketball is a big thing, just seeing him mature as a kid, it was a blessing.
Yeah. I know that had to be. I saw you guys interact on the court a couple times. All the time wasn't good. You was getting in him. You was getting at him a couple times, right? But just watching you guys interact on the court and have that chemistry on the court, I saw that was a special moment for y'all, man. And like I said, it was good to see that also. And I know you mentioned it, but I think I want to go a little bit more in depth. Just talk about what Coach Bynum has meant for you in your career so far.
Oh man, he meant a lot, honestly. Like, it's not words can't even explain. Like, Coach Bonham was like, I say he built me to a player, also into a man I am today, honestly. Because just going back to me being that young kid,
I think his phone went out.
He dropping that knowledge though.
Yeah, he is. He gonna pop back in because it hadn't closed out. So he probably his phone probably died. Put your phone on charge, young fella. But we'll wait for Dig to come back in and let him finish out that thought with about Coach Bynum, man. But Lance, man, just talk about what we've got so far, right?
Yeah, you got a guy that a lot of the conversations I had in the early fall where they were questioning his size a little bit and some of the things that because of a young team, it reflected on his play a little bit, right?
Right.
And so when I was having conversations with coaches at the college level, and so I love that he kept on betting on himself. And look, here we are, March, April, and it happened. And so to me, that tells me everything I need to know about a young man who has a dream, who has a vision, who has the mindset, and keep betting on himself, and it happened. And in today's society, that tells me a lot about a young man.
Right.
Because a lot of folks nowadays, by this time, if you don't have the offer and what you want, a lot of kids just, hey coach, I'm gonna go get a job, or I'm doing this.
Yeah, whatever it is. Well, we got Diggy back, man. Bree's gonna bring him back up, man. We're gonna let him finish that thought about Coach Bynum. Go ahead, Dig. Finish your thought, my brother.
Oh yeah, just going back, like me coming from a kid from Mariana, it was just like, honestly, he just showed me how to work for one, and two, just like how to be a man. Like, he showed me a lot of stuff, and again, words can't explain what he done for me, honestly.
So let me ask you this, man. Dig, me and you had a relationship for a long time now. It's been a couple of years, right? We go all the way back to the first time you walked into to a Eyeball Radio Elite Skills Camp when you were going to the 10th grade, right? You were in 9th grade going to 10th. And one thing I noticed about you is your maturity and also your faith, right? And just talk about how your faith carries you on a daily basis, and not only in basketball, but in your everyday life.
Just kind of going back, growing up, my dad, he always had me in the church, especially my mom too, but mainly, parents not being together. A lot of times I go with my dad on the weekend. He always made sure I was in that church house. If we didn't have a tournament, always in that church house. And then also my dad had me growing up at a young age because he know how it is for a black young man out here nowadays. And he just told me straight up as a little kid and just didn't hide nothing from me, being very transparent and being real with me on a lot of stuff.
Hey, yeah, Diggy, that's what I wanted to say to you, man, while you were away, is it's tremendous to see a young man that kept on betting on himself like you did. So I'm proud of you for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Super proud of you.
But talk about that resilience, man. It's not easy to bet on yourself, right? I know it was times that you were sitting like, what do I have to do to get these coaches to pay attention? What do I have to do to get the respect that I deserve for the work that I put in? How did you stay so resilient through those moments?
Honestly, again, like you said, faith for one. Well, if you got faith, you just keep believing. But honestly, it's again, you said it's not easy, but you have to keep going because again, I always heard the saying, life not easy, for one.
Mhm.
And you just got to honestly just keep grinding. And if you feel like honestly, if they're not looking at you, I mean, just work harder, in my opinion.
Right. And,
Yeah.
and it's gonna happen, right? You put the work in, you stay trusting in God, it's going to happen. I tell y'all know, I tell kids this, I tell our players that we talk to that I have a relationship, as long as you keep your faith together, right? Like, let's be honest, we're human. You gonna feel a certain type of way sometimes. I know, dude. You can say it on this show, man. You know we transparent. I know you were sitting in that room sometimes, like, man, are you serious? This kid got an offer. This kid got an offer. This kid got an offer, and my phone's not ringing. I know you had those moments. How did you fight through those moments?
I kid you not, the type of person I am, like you can ask my mom. Sometimes, like when I see that type of stuff, and it'll like I just get a bigger drive just to get in the gym more. Like right then and there, when I see that, I'll talk to my mom about it, and she'll keep it real with me. Your time gonna come, and I always believed in that, and I just kept grinding for one. Just kept grinding.
So let me ask you a very selfish question,
Thanks.
Diggy. How has you been following Eyeball Radio, and like you said, like D said, coming into camp, how has Eyeball Radio helped you with your high school career now going into college?
Oh, just like again, I remember going to the camp, and then the biggest thing I paid attention to at the camp, you know, a lot of kids are probably there for the pickup, and that's good. Like that show your skills and stuff. But going back to like details in the drills we was doing, defense, back to the offensive drills, and it's just details. Like I feel like details take you a long way.
So when you're working, Dig, when you're working on your game, right? You know, it's a lot of the training out here nowadays. You see, I'm putting in my air quotes, right? A lot of guys are trainers, and a lot of guys are training warriors. They are workout kings, but it doesn't translate to the game. How do you make your workout sessions and the work that you put in when nobody's watching? How do you translate that into your game?
Honestly, just you have to figure it out because a lot of times, like I realized, like honestly, this summer it was a season of me figuring things out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna be real, like a coach could tell you something all you want, but till you have to go out and figure it out on your own, that's when you make that turning point. Honestly.
So speaking of that, I'm glad you mentioned that. Let's go back to last summer, right? You're 17, you're playing with Pro One, you're playing in a tournament, you go up to dunk on somebody, they foul you, you come down and smash your hand where the bone comes out the skin. And that was a big summer for you to be able to showcase on a team with that featured Gage Mayfield, right? That was playing on the Under Armour circuit. However, you get this injury. I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was 2 weekends before the first live period where you were really going to get out there for the first time on that high level and be able to showcase yourself. How did you work yourself back from that injury knowing, oh man, I just missed my opportunity in the 17U summer to be in front of all these coaches?
Honestly, I was tough on myself. Like even talking to my mom, because you know, a lot of kids go straight to their mom. As a man, a lot of men go to their mom, and I just was talking to my mom about that summer and about actually that situation. I'm on the ambulance. It's crazy. I'm like, I'm not even worried about my finger. I'm like, Mom, I'm about to miss the live period. That's what I'm telling my mom. And she, like, the first thing that came out of her mouth, she was like, God don't make mistakes. That's the biggest thing she told me. She said, God don't make mistakes. You won't understand it now, but you'll understand it later. And that's what she told me. And I just took that with me for sure.
Wow.
So going through that injury throughout the summer, having to sit out and rehab and not be able to work and not being on the road. And then once you are healthy enough to play again, coming back and, you know, time moves on, teams move on, things change. And your position with Pro One at the time wasn't what it was prior to your injury. How did you compartmentalize that mentally?
It's the way the world works. It's a game of business. So I was, you know, as a kid, I was kind of like, I had shit against Pro One, but like, I had to realize it's this business, and I realized that's probably the best thing for me again because it helped me learn a lot more.
Mm.
And it was just honestly a great learning point for me, honestly.
So, but then I'm gonna tell you what I really liked. You didn't sulk, dude. Right? You didn't let it get you down. You went and jumped on with the Crimson Kings on the Adidas Gold Circuit, and you went crazy. When you got out there with the Crimson Kings after that, what was your mentality going into those tournaments, the on the radar tournaments and those Adidas Gold tournaments? What was your mentality going through that process? Like, okay, I missed an opportunity. Y'all might be sleeping on me, but here's another opportunity. How did you put that into context?
Honestly, just with the mindset, I got something to prove. Like, I feel like the way I think is just like that summer and stuff. I feel like people thought fell off a little bit, and honestly, I don't like that feeling or people thinking of that of me. So I just feel like the close out that summer definitely to finish strong for sure.
So, okay, you were one of those kids, Dig. Like we've been talking about you for years, right? And even people like Lance said earlier, people questioned why we would say this or why we would say that. Talk about some of the people that have helped you out along the way. Like a Coach Will Frank, right? Who's always been there. A coach like Coach D over at the Crimson Kings. Those guys who really gave you that opportunity that you needed to showcase your skills and become the player you are today.
Honestly, God, I feel like God put people in your life for a reason, and He just sent them at the right time for me, in my opinion. And I just, again, I want to thank them so much for that. Again, going back to all them guys, Coach Will Frank, again, he's like, he keep it real with me.
Oh, yeah, he gonna keep it real.
telling me straight up, like, you got to tighten up. Again, you got a mom, you want to quit, you want to start working, a family, you trying to get right. And, like, I look back on that, and that just made me even more hungry. So he kept it real with me. And Coach D just gave me that position where I could just go in there and kill. He didn't put no chains on me or nothing. He said, you free. This your team. And he let me do what I needed to do.
Wow, man. It's like I'm gonna tell you, see, we've been there for the whole journey, right? And I could have you on here for 2 hours just going through the journey because we were there and able to see it and witness it. And it's refreshing for me to see you get to this point and accomplish a goal that I know you had set out for yourself, right? I know you wanted this. I know, bro, listen, you had Odessa, one of the top junior colleges in the country, right? That's not little league JUCO ball, right? You're from Mariana. You knew Chipola was coming, right? Your old teammate Bryson Berry was there. You've seen Peanut have success there this year. I know we kind of talked about this earlier, but you knew you were bigger than that, right? Like you always had your eyes set on the top level.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt. I feel like, honestly, you can't settle for less. That's how I believe. Because a lot of kids that be like, I want to play JUCO ball, they don't probably get that JUCO offer. I feel like you get that JUCO offer when you try to go past that limit. And honestly, I was always told, don't settle for less.
What you got, Lance?
Well, so I like to go forward now, right? So, are you going to be on campus right after high school? You graduate?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you're going to get to work out with the team. That's going to be. See, the thing that I love is like I want to talk to you. I want to have you back on, like after that first week you're at Arkansas State, right? Because
first week, Lance, he ain't gonna want to talk to nobody.
Nah, definitely. It's gonna be a double fight for sure.
But just knowing your mindset and the person you are, even though you're successful in basketball, you're gonna be successful at whatever you want to be because you're taking these lessons that you're learning and you're applying them to everything you do. So you're gonna be great at whatever you decide to do.
No doubt. Yeah, man. So, hey, man, Dig, a couple more questions, man. We're gonna let you go, man. We had you on here longer than I expected, man. But I like this is a conversation that I'm a proud uncle right now. You feel what I'm saying? Sure. Like this is something that you are if anybody ever wants to know why Eyeball Radio exists, it is a player like Diggy Coleman, right? we saw a kid young with talent, with skill, who had it, but just wasn't receiving the recognition that he deserved, that he had worked for. And to see you reach this level, it gives everybody on this screen right now, it gives us, like, I mean, I can't even explain. I don't even have, y'all know I'm never at a lack of words. I don't even have the words to say how proud I am to see the spot that you are in at this point. I remember 2 summers ago, we were at Alabama State for the Alabama State elite camp. And bro, you were going to the 11th grade. You were the best player in camp. And I sat there and I talked to those assistant coaches, and I was like, man, this kid. And they was like, I don't know. I'm like, you don't know? What are we looking at if you don't know? So to see you get to this point, man, I just want to say I'm a proud uncle right now. I know Breeze is proud, I know Lance is proud. And I can just look at the comment section right now during this show, man. It's a lot of people out there here in the state of Alabama that are proud to see you reach the goal that you've reached. Yes, sir. Thank you. No doubt, man. Well, Dig, man, we're gonna let you roll, man. I appreciate you tapping in with us for tonight, man. Like I say, proud uncle here, man. Glad you reached one of your goals, and of course, we're gonna stay locked in forever. This just wasn't a high school thing, man. We're gonna make sure we stay locked in going forward. You already know anything you ever need from any of us, man. We only a phone call away. Don't hesitate to ask, and always call and keep up with us, man. Let us know how things are going. And like Lance said, I know that first week of college, boy, it is not gonna be easy. Hey, Coach Pannone is gonna put you through the ringer, so you probably ain't gonna be able to walk and lay in your dorm room. However,
take advantage of the ice bath.
Take advantage of the ice bath, baby. So, but yeah, man, stay locked in, man. And of course, man, we'll have you on real soon, man, as soon as you get on campus, man, so you can let these people know, let these guys that are younger than you know what it takes to get to the level that you are currently at. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. No doubt, man. There he is, man. Our guy, man. Live hand clap for our guy, nephew Diggy.
Yes, sir.
Coleman, man. Yes, indeed, man. There he is. Well, Breeze, man. Lance, how exciting was that, bro?
Man, that's what it's all about. That's why we do what we do.
Yeah,
hey, man. Yeah, that's all. Like, that's what it's about.
Yeah, man. To see that kid, to be as humble as he is, to be mature as he is, to be as eloquent as he is, to sit on there and have a conversation with us like he just had, dog. Like, you see why he made it.